morning, good morning, good morning. If you are tuning in, glad to have you. Austin Croghan here, your dad bod. Dad bod transformation specialist. I specialize in helping you take your dad bod from a dad bod to a dad bod. One that's appealing, one that's attractive, one that makes you feel comfortable with taking your shirt off and get you more lean, get you more sculpted, and help you perform a lot better in the area of being a dad. If you're loving all the value, glad to hear. Make sure you're leaving comments. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you are sharing with your friends and your families. And if you need some more help on the back end, go ahead and get in my calendar. You can go to my Instagram, Austin Croghan Fit Pro. Go ahead and go to my link. You hop on my calendar. We do a discovery call and do some brainstorming on just some easy things that we can manipulate in your schedule, in your workouts, and some little tricks you can add in that will speed up fat loss. Start stripping some fat down, get down to your fighting weight, and start getting you shredded. So, something I kind of want to talk on today is doing what works, okay? Doing what works. So, it's interesting to see that a lot of people will come into a coaching program, or you'll see them do coaching programs, or you'll see them go through trainer after trainer after trainer. And while some information does matter, having the right coach or trainer really does matter, or having the right program in place does matter. But it's really not as much as it is the coach, the trainer, the program, as much as it is your consistency. It's staying consistent and disciplined in reaching those goals. And that may not just, you might just be programmed a certain way, and from habits and upbringing and so forth. So it's as much as it's your own. I'm gonna be this is where I'm your coach because I love you. As much as it's your own responsibility to take ownership of that, just know, don't blame yourself for it, because they're just habits and things that you had picked up from other people and situations and whatnot. So, but having the right coach can help motivate you in the right direction to overcome these habits, to overcome these inconsistencies. So, it's not always the program, because we all know there's thousands and thousands and thousands of programs out there, workout programs, okay? And there's phenomenal ones that get you amazing results, And there's thousands of coaches and trainers out there that can get you amazing results. There's hundreds of thousands of articles and forums and books and ebooks that are written daily that you can go with on your fingertips of Google, right? Google takes you 10 seconds, how to lose fat, how to get shredded. You're gonna find programs, you're gonna find free articles, YouTube, IG stories. That's all information's out there. It's all out there. There's. So what's the factor, okay? What's the factor, okay? Typically you, okay? So, but if you have the right motivating factors, and somebody can help give you singularity of focus, which comes from a great coach, and helping motivate you in the right direction to take disciplinary action steps, and having measuring tools in place like I have on my online coaching at Dabot Academy, you will have much more sustainable success. You'll have much more sustainable results at a faster rate, and you won't run into these problems of inconsistency and discipline. Discipline equals freedom. So Are you wanting to break freedom from the results that you're getting? Are you wanting to break freedom from the dad bod epidemic, having man boobs, bending over and feeling your weight, your little side handle, rolling up, feeling lethargic? Do you feel tired? You know? Do you feel unmotivated to do things? Do you feel like when you go to the gym, you feel more tired because you went to the gym than not going to the gym? And, these are a lot of different factors that go in place that you may be feeling right now. You may be feeling extremely depressed. I felt that way for an extremely long time. And still occasionally do, but it's due to having those things in place that are ultimately, when those things do show up and you are feeling unmotivated, you are feeling undisciplined, and you aren't feeling the best version of you, you're going to have things in place that are going to help you help that situation, and that it's not going to be as hard, and it's easier to overcome. Because then you start going down in this spiral where you just take more and more steps backwards. It's like 5 steps back, three steps forward, 3 steps forward, 5 steps back, and you can never get ahead, and then habits, and then habits, and then habits, and then decisions, and then decisions, and then decisions, and then your character, and then your character, and then your character. Then it starts affecting your life. And so you want to be able to, what I'm getting at with this is you want to be able to have, what's going to create that consistency is having measuring tools in place. And I offer a few of these in mine. But what I'm going to help you with today is what gets measured gets managed. I'm a big fan of that. What gets measured gets managed. And how do you know how to manage something if it hasn't been measured? You need some type of metric, okay? And milestone to know where you are, where you have been, and where you want to go. I know it sounds so like, well, that makes sense. It's so simplistic, but yet people don't do it, okay? So, where am I? Where have I been that's put me where I am? And where am I going, okay? And what I mean by this is, okay, what's working? What's not working, okay? Do whatever is working more of. I know it sounds so simple, but this will change your results night and day. What's working? What's not working? Do more of what's working, okay? And if it's kind of working, try to see if you can make it work more. If not, kill it, okay? Let it go. So, how are you going to do that? Well, you need to track it, okay? You need to be writing it down. You have your phone on you at all times of the day. Notes. Create a note document. If you go into your phone, and this is what I'm talking about measuring, if you go into your phone, you have this thing, whether you have an Android or an iPhone. I'm an iPhone guy. You have this thing called screen time. It tells you how much time you have been spending on social media and on your phone and on apps, okay? If you have enough time, which most people are spending anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours a day on apps and social media, then you have enough time to get your ass up in the morning and get to the gym. You have enough time to eat correctly. You have enough time to track your food. You have enough time to log and track and measure your stuff. Measure your stuff. Put it in your notes. You take just as much time scrolling. You should take as much time writing your notes, okay? Put it in a Google Doc, okay? If you don't do that, if you like handwriting, that's a great method too. Handwrite your stuff, okay? But you need to figure out what's working. So then what's working, and you figure out, okay, if you're not seeing fast results, then it's probably because you haven't looked at it's not working. What do I do when it's not working? Well, have we measured it? Well, tell me exactly what it was you've done in the last 7 to 14 days. Let's look at it. Okay. Okay, well, here's why. And if you don't know that right off the bat and you can't show real data, not false data, real raw data of what you've been doing, then you can't say it doesn't work. And then if you do, then you can go, wow, okay. So let's just break this down. What has been, like, you got to look at the wins. What has been working a little bit? Okay, well, that worked for me. Okay, well, cool. Then what hasn't been working? Flush it out. Okay, stick with what's been working. Measure it. You gotta measure it. And if you need more help on this, again, get in my calendar. I'll help you out. Okay. Why this is also important is because, like, everything that you're doing to your body through your mouth and through physical environmental exposure is creating the chemical effect and hormonal response your body is having to everything. And your body's a chemistry set. I've been using this analogy for years. Your body's a chemistry set. What you put into your body, and in even environmental workload exposures, the workload you put on your body and the things you put in your body are going to be how the chemistry set decides to react. And when it reacts, that's the exact result or response you're going to get. So if you're getting bad sleep, if you're having a beer every night just to wind down, and you're not exercising as much as you should be, and you're not and you're planting bad seeds in your brain, because this is a muscle too. Don't forget about this muscle. Okay? Don't forget about this muscle. You need to be working this muscle every day, because you're putting your body in a chaotic vibration, and when you don't think properly and have a positive mindset, and it'll throw your equilibrium out of balance. It'll throw your hormonal response out of balance. You got to make sure you're staying positive. You're getting quality sleep. You're drinking plenty of water. I always say drink a